Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm here for my Saturday night shenanigans. Love After Lockup. It was the season finale. That went by really quick. Okay, it was like we blinked and the season's over already. So, season 5, episode 40, Exes and O's. And honestly, to be honest, from the bottom of my heart, I was disappointed in this fucking episode, okay? I was really, looking forward to more meat, more action, and it was just kind of like, to be honest. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna let you guys come in the room so I could babble about my thoughts and feelings about the season finale. Now, as a longtime watcher of Love After Lockup franchise, there has been a lot um media, more drama filled season finales than this one. This one was kind of dry, but let's get right into it. Life After Lockup starts next Friday. Three of the couples from this season are going to have their stories continued on Life After. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with Bianca and Daniel, these lovebirds, okay? He finally walked out of the prison gates, and Bianca practically jumped his bones, okay? She was sticking her tongue down his throat to the point that cousin Robert was like, hey, hello, we're here too. Get a room, you guys. So, Daniel's just soaking in everything. He's so happy to be out. He's so happy to see his family. Him and Bianca's in the car. His hands are all over Bianca. Can't wait to be alone with her. But first thing, and the most important thing, is that he has to check in with the PO and see where he could spend the night because he's supposed to be spending his nights at a halfway house, but he doesn't want to. He wants to spend his nights with Bianca. So he calls his PO and, has a conversation. And the PO says, come see me tomorrow. Let's see if we could arrange for that. And boom, they're able to spend the night together. Now, they are really cute, okay? With their hands all over each other and being all huggy and kissy and whatever. But his family has concerns, and I don't blame them for having concerns, okay? So Daniel's mom is really worried because she already lost a son to addiction, okay? And she just starts crying while they're eating, and she just, is trying to tell Daniel, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm just getting you back now, and I'm afraid I'm going to lose you. And Daniel feels really bad. He doesn't want to make his mom cry. And we learn where he got his roots and addiction from. He says he watched his father when he was growing up, and he started off, drinking alcohol, smoking weed at a young age, which just spiraled into hard drugs. And he's learned his lesson. He's in recovery, and their story will continue on next season's Life After Lockup. Okay, so last week I had the pleasure of sitting down with Bianca, and we talked about a lot of the things that she felt like were misconstrued on TV. And she just wanted to clarify stuff. So if you haven't checked out my live with Bianca, please do. So that's one couple that is going to move over from this season to Life After Lockup. And the next couple that we will see on Life After Lockup is Zaria and Troy. And when we last saw them last week, Zaria was still not happy. Okay, there's lots of tension and going up to Buffalo so Troy could see his daughter. And it's all because of Yana, the baby mama. Okay. So they're waiting for her to arrive. in the backyard. Last week we saw Troy reunite with his sister and his cousins at his mother's house. They're having a little gathering in the backyard. Zaria looks uncomfortable, unhappy, annoyed, agitated, like she would rather be anywhere but there. Troy's daughter gets there. She is so happy to see her daddy. She hopes her daddy never goes back to jail again. My heart was like crying at the scene. But the one thing that I didn't like, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. Okay. When Troy was hugging and greeting his daughter and kissing her, and they were having their moment, Zaria, she was sitting there with her back to them with the look on her face like she would rather be anywhere but there. And all I kept thinking was, girl, turn around, smile, take a picture of the moment, like do something. She was just sitting there with her back turned with the stank look on her face. And that didn't sit well with me at the moment. Okay. So Troy is reunited with his daughter, gives her gifts. And then there was another moment that I was kind of like, okay. So Troy is explaining to his daughter that Zaria is his wife, but she doesn't have to call her mommy. She could call her Miss Z. She could call her whatever she likes. She's not there to hurt her mommy. She's his wife, etc. Which, okay, I understand where Troy was coming from, trying to explain things to his daughter, but I think at the moment it was just too overwhelming for the little girl to get. She was just reuniting with her daddy, and then like telling her, you know, um, giving her guidelines, so to say, like try to help her navigate daddy's wife. I think maybe they should have just let her at the moment, soak in and, the daddy's home moment. But that's just my opinion. So Troy has a moment with Yana in front of the house. Okay. He thanks Yana for bringing his daughter to him. And he's like, okay, what are we going to do about this co parenting situation? Now, like Karen said, Yana didn't come dressed to fight. She came dressed to turn heads, okay? In particular, Zaria's head. So Troy's like, what are we doing? How are we going to do this co-parenting thing? Yana's like, summer vacay's coming up soon. And Troy's like, okay, cool. So I'll take her for 2 weeks and you could take her for 2 weeks. And Yana was like, no, hold up, wait a minute. That bitch, she may be your wife, but she's a stranger to me. Okay? You only know her through a visit and a couple of phone calls. She's a stranger, and I'm not going to allow a stranger around my daughter until I get to know her better. She proves herself to me. And anyway, why should I let this bitch be around my daughter when she didn't like me from the get-go? She didn't even get a chance to get to know me. And she didn't like me. So what makes me, want to have my daughter around her? No, 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 no. So Troy's like, you're doing the most. And she's like, no, I'm not. But we'll cross the bridge when we get to it. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for the gifts. Later. So Troy goes back into the backyard. And Zaria was like, what was that all about? And he, basically told her that Yana's not comfortable having, his daughter around her. And Zaria's like, I'm not going to argue. Okay. I don't want to put a stain on Troy's day. There was enough drama, right? I mean, we didn't want to put a further stain on the day. I think there was already a stain on the day. But she didn't want to put a stain on the day. She didn't want to cause any more unnecessary drama. So she's just going to shelve this for now. Okay. And they're definitely going to need to have that conversation. Then, at the end, the last 5 minutes, the only part that was worth watching was the last fucking 5 minutes. It said that they are planning on doing a wedding redo with all their family and friends, including Karen. So we will see them on the next season of Life After Lockup. Now, of course, with on-screen drama, there's off-screen drama. First of all, Zaria posted to her Facebook today a happy birthday message to Yana. And I was like, whoa, she and Yana like actually getting along. And things are cool. Happy birthday, Yana. Okay, this is cool. Then I started to get word that both Karen and Zaria and Troy were on their separate respective lives. And Karen was really, really mad at her daughter-in-law and her son. And this is the post. I'm gonna make this bigger for you guys to see. Give me one sec. Okay, so as you can see here, Karen was very, very upset with Zaria and Troy today, and she posted on her Facebook. Then I also heard that the reason why Karen was upset, according to her live, was $25. That was the root of all this, apparently, was $25. So she continued to blast her daughter-in-law, calling her a side piece, um, saying that both her son and daughter-in-law allegedly have an STD, and just basically just went on and on and on, blasting both her son and daughter-in-law, apparently over $25 from what I understand. So you could see here, these are posts that Troy put up, okay, a couple of hours after, and apparently his mother has been um temporarily banned, shadow banned from Facebook for now, I guess for her live. I don't know. And she wants her son to get the word out that everything she said was a lie, and she apologizes. I am just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That is like lots of drama. Okay. I spoke with Zaria briefly in the DMs. I just wanted to check in on her because I know how in-law drama could be. Okay. And she just said that basically Karen was upset that she sent Yana $100 for her birthday and didn't send $25 out of her own money to Karen. She went to bed. She woke up and it was like Hot Mess Express with paragraph long texts and threats. And then it went on Facebook and lives and whew, on screen drama and off screen drama. My goodness. Now, I love me, Miss Karen. Don't get me wrong. I love me, Miss Karen. If you haven't checked out my interview with her, please do. You will see how when she's mad, she's really fucking mad, and she will lay it all out there. So I could imagine if she was really mad at her son in Zaria. Whew. Okay, so moving on. I see these pictures of Troy with his baby girl and made my heart warm. Totally made my heart warm. And that's all that matters, guys, is the kids. The kids have suffered when their parents go away. And it is up to the parents to make sure that they rebuild that bond and repair, okay, the damage that has been done for them not being around due to their own selfish choices. Now, Cara J, underwhelming finale, but next season looks great. I agree. Next season looks fucking great. And I was watching the sneak peek today, and in the commercial, I was like, did Louis just get hit in the head with a head of lettuce? Did you guys see that? Melissa is throwing shit at Louis. There's that little montage of people throwing shit at each other, and Melissa is throwing shit at Louis, and it looks like she threw a head of lettuce at him. I'm like, girl, and there was pizza on the floor. I'm like, holy shit. So yeah, I think the next season is going to be hopefully one of the best life after lockups in a while. We have, pretty good couples when it comes to the drama factor and the entertainment factor. So I'm hopeful, but we shall see. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Arthur and Hope. Okay. And yes, their segment ended with him being arrested in May, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. So we pick up where we left off last week, and Arthur is sitting down, with Hope's whole family, basically the grandparents, the sisters, the sister who has a degree in criminal justice. The grandfather is a CO. Last week they threw like 2,000 questions at him. Arthur answered each and every one of them. Excuse me. And Hope just sat there, really didn't defend him, really didn't stand up for him. And Arthur felt some type of way because, he gets into full out arguments with his mother and his family about Hope. And Hope just kind of sat there and let them throw 2,000 questions at him and intervene or say, hold up, wait a second. So the okay, the grandfather, I appreciate this, pulled Arthur to the side and said, come here, let me ask you a question man to man. And he asked him, are you in a gang? And I get why he asked him that question. As a CO, he, sees all of the gangs working within, the prison. And I'm sorry to say, if you are part of a gang, your chances of re-entering society and not winding back in jail is pretty like, I don't know, that they're not good in my opinion, because once you're part of a gang, it's like you're tied to them, whether you're in jail or out, and that could lead to criminal activity. And so I get why Hope's grandfather asked that question. I appreciate he pulled him to the side, and didn't ask him in front of the sisters and like everybody else. So when Arthur expressed the hope, he kind of felt like, hanging out there in the wind. Hope was like, well, I took all the questions before you got there, and they just wanted to make sure that you're going to step up and be, this macho man that's going to take care of me. And he's like, I'm not no macho man. I'll take care of my responsibilities, blah, blah, blah. We're not married. We're not engaged. You're my girlfriend. And she's like, oh, really? But when they ended their segment, okay, they were both hopeful that their relationship would go further. And like he said that, his relationship with Hope is going to be fun and spicy and etc. Okay, we could get into the Angela thing after I'm done doing my love after lockup, because I have a couple of thoughts about that. But let me continue with my recap here. Okay, so it ended. They were both hoping for a happily ever after. And then guess what? They broke up shortly after filming, as per the last 5 minutes of the episode that I mentioned. That was the best part of this whole episode. And yes, Arthur was arrested on May 24th for charges of aggravated assault with a weapon and weapon charges. Allegedly, the incident that led to his arrest was he allegedly shot at Hope. Didn't hit her, but shot at her. So, but then the word on the street was that Hope lied and she was recanting her statement. And then this whole thing started to sound like something on the true crime channel. Like, are they going to swab her hands for like signs of gunshot residue? Like, okay, this was turning into like true crime, Law and Order shit for me. But apparently, the charges were dropped, which I'll get into that in a second. Arthur has been bonded out. The aggravated assault charges were dropped against him, but the weapons charges still remain. So, Hope confused some people. Okay. She posted this picture of her and Arthur and then quickly deleted it, which led to lots of speculation that her and Arthur were together. But she went live the other day and she was basically damaging her hair even further, trying to straight iron, brush it. I don't know what she was doing. I took this segment and I try to cut it down as short as possible. But listen very carefully when she is asked in the beginning about Arthur, and then towards the end of the clip when she is asked about if she's single. So let me share this with you guys. And then, as you can see, Hope no longer has that horrible pink hair. Now she has some horrible blonde hair.
All right, y'all. Guess what, boy? We got Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup with Arthur Henderson. If y'all see him, he be with that girl Hope. You know what I'm saying?
This first day out. First day out, gang. Ain't no more hope. Ain't no more none of that, gang.
None of that.
Ain't no more of that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm out and on the better things, my nigga, straight up.
Okay, well, y'all got to stay tuned to find out about all that. So, go to Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, and search for Arthur Henderson.
That's it.
And you put Hope on there, too, because they connected. You know how they works. But they not together now. But we'll find out more about that on the show. All right, y'all.
Okay, so you hear right there, the guy that was with Arthur and Arthur both said no more Hope. Okay, so now this is Hope on live, further damaging her hair.
Hey guys, say what's up. Don't just be watching me. I'm just doing my busted up hair. So hi you guys. Welcome to the live. What's shaking? Thank you, KK baby. LOL guys. What's up? I'm finna do my hair. Oh, New York. Hey y'all. Hey boo. Let's talk about stuff. A bitch is gonna do her hair. You know what I'm saying? Are you still with Arthur? That's gonna be no. Hey OD.
Okay, so that's the answer to Are You Still with Arthur?
What's up, OD? Ask me some stuff. What are you doing today? It's just a nice Friday, y'all, though. Like, for real. Love the blonde. Thank you. What you doing to it? Man, I ain't finna do shit but flat iron this because I don't know how to do nothing with my hair, y'all. So, I'm just finna flat iron it. Y'all broke up. Ain't shit lie. Houston. Okay, Houston is like my second home, y'all. I fuck with it. What y'all doing in Houston? It is a nice Friday, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for these cold temperatures and shit. Hey, everyone who just got in here. I ain't doing nothing, just my hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fry my hair some more, having a drink. Ooh, cute. What kind of drink?
I know it's
I
kind of
need me
boring, but
about
we're getting there.
I feel it. I think it be fire curly. Oh, thank you. You know, it was curly for a second, but like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to do something different. Swish it up a little bit. Tell me what y'all doing this Friday. Like, what's the play? Obviously, I'm in Dallas, and the fair just popped out today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stranger. I ain't going to the fair though, but you guys go and tell me how it is. Working. Okay, that's what you gotta do. Keep working. Out with my girls in Wisconsin. Hey, I love Wisconsin for sure. Green Bay is super nice. What is
Now
there
she's
to
going
do
to
though in
straight
Wisconsin? And
iron.
are you black? Because where the black people be at? Period. I don't know what choose up means, but okay. Grey goose and cherries. That's some bougie shit. I can peep it. Grey goose and cherries. Like, you might need a little Sprite or something though. How did your hair get like this? Like what? Blonde? You gotta be more specific than that. Okay, ask me some more stuff that's worth answering. Are you mixed race? Yes, I'm white and black. What's up? Means upgrade your situation. I think my situation's okay. um, what else I got popping? It's Friday. TGIF. One come. If you guys have any questions about anyone who's not me, like I'm sorry, I'm not answering that shit.
Meaning
But
author.
are you single? I'm not. Best part about filming the show. Mm, the food.
So, as you heard her say, one, she's not answering any questions that don't pertain to her, i.e., author. Two, she's not single. Okay, someone asked, are you single? She said, I'm not. And three, the best part out of filming is the food. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to torture you guys with the rest of it. It's kind of boring. So, Hope and Author, they're done. I wish nothing for the best. Nothing but the best for Arthur. Okay, I hope he's getting the help that he needs, and he stays out of situations that could get him into potentially get him into trouble. Just saying. Now, moving on, we have Kim and Joey. Okay, and it is the day of her engagement party, and she cannot be excited because Joey decided to take off in the car that she bought him and was basically like, fuck off, take you and your engagement party and you could shove it up your ass. Now, where was Joey going, you may ask? To meet up with his ex. Yeah, he was going to meet up with his ex, the one that was texting him, the one that he lied to Kimberly about, or should I say, omitted that he was talking to Kimberly, that he was talking to her to Kimberly. He told her after the fact, which does not make it okay. So let me get this straight. The dude takes off in the car that he bought. She bought him, I should say. I need to smoke a little more. I mean, this just makes my blood pressure go up. Wait until I get to talk to Joey next season. Oh my goodness. I love Kim. When I sat down with Kim, I loved her. Oh my goodness. Joey, he makes my blood pressure go up. So he takes off in the car that Kim bought him on the day of their engagement party to go meet up with the ex. And guess what? The ex doesn't show up. Does can anybody say production? This was a whole production setup scene. But anyway, so the ex doesn't show up. That's it. He's done. He's blocking her. He's gonna make sure Kim blocks her. She could go fuck herself. He wanted closure. She didn't show up. That's it. Blah blah blah. So now he's in the mood for the engagement party. Okay, goes home to Kim. He's like, listen, this whole situation with Bleep pisses me off. I love you. It's me and you. You know, let's go to our engagement party. Oh, I'm glad you're in the mood for your engagement party now, Joey. So they get to their engagement party. Oh, sorry guys, my camera just shifted. And Kim is worried about her cousin Tatum. Okay, because it's going to be the first time that Tatum sees them together. Remember her cousin Tatum? Joey was with her first and then cheated on her with her own cousin Kim when they were teenagers. Yeah, and Tatum gave up her virginity to Joey, and Joey basically like broke her heart as her first love. Yeah, that cousin. Okay, she hasn't seen them in person yet. Kim, remember, dropped the bomb on her while she was doing her nails that she was engaged to Joey, and Tatum was like, what the fuck? And she kept doing her manicure. Okay. So Tatum shows up to the engagement party, and guess what? She can't handle it. She says Joey whistled at her in the parking lot, which I kind of believe. Okay. I mean, the friend Ashley said it happened too. And she feels his eyes watching her, and she's freaking out. She can't take it. She gotta go. Kim feels like she's overreacting, over exaggerating. It's been 20 years. I mean, that's the way Kim is seeing it. Tatum is triggered. Tatum's like, that's it. I gotta go. I can't. I don't like him. I hate him. He's going to break Kim's heart. I got to go. Okay. So Joey's take on all this. Hey, she's probably just upset because I was her first love. You really think I whistled at her, Kim? I mean, like, come on. And I broke her heart. I took her virginity, all those things that come with a first love. And that's why she hates me. So we see in the last 5 minutes that Kim and Joey are still wedding planning with or without Tatum. Joey totally blocked the ex from every which way, and they are returning next season on Life After Lockup. So now moving on, we have Shante and True. And I was hoping to have them on with me tonight, but I guess they're just busy this weekend because this happened. Yeah, Shante and True are engaged, but we're gonna get into that. Engaged again, I should say. But we're gonna get into that in a second. So this episode, where do I start? Who's Pepper again? Who's Pepper again? Okay. Shante is still asking, who the heck is Pepper? Who is this person that he's going to be on house arrest? Shows up to the house, okay? And Pepper is a no nonsense person. No visitors are gonna be up in here. No nonsense. I don't take no bullshit. I barely, I'm barely gonna deal with True. I'm a type of person that I don't like people. I just want to stay in my house and just not deal with anybody. And Shantae is like, you know something? I like this Pepper. I do. I like this Pepper. So one thing about the house though, I was getting flashbacks of like a Brady Bunch episode. Okay, I have never seen so much paneling in a house in my life. But okay, and then the fact how the house was like up on stilts. I don't know. It was just it's interesting. Okay, I live in New York City. I don't see things like this very often. So seeing a house that was covered every room in paneling, I was like, whoa, Brady Bunch. Okay. So let's see. True can leave his house arrest on Monday and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So I guess that's when his holes need to be ready. Okay, because even though True is expecting twins for Shantae and is declaring his love and was preparing to like go to jail and turn over his whole life to Shantae, he still has his bitches on the side. Okay. And she caught him talking to one. They were driving on the way to the hotel, and the Bluetooth, she could hear a little bit what was going on. She could hear, bits and pieces of conversation. And he was talking to a bitch. And he was like, I'll come and pick you up after I drop off Chante. Who are you talking to, True? Nobody. Okay. Shantae's like, fuck you. That's it. They have this whole big thing. We see her the next day driving to Pepper's house. And she's explaining what happened. And she's like, I'm bringing his shit from the car in a bag, and that's it. I'm done. I'm going back home. I don't know if I'm gonna fucking totally cut him off, but I'm going over there. I'm giving him his shit, and I'm done. So she shows up. She takes the bag of shit. Like he like opens the door. She sticks it through the door. She gets back into her car. She's on the phone with her bestie the whole time. Did I mention how much I love her bestie? So she's telling her bestie everything that's happening. True is standing up on the balcony, looking like a whole fool, trying to play the victim. He's telling Shantae, remember, if you drive off, this is your fault. You did this. What the fuck does she do? Is it her fault that you can't keep your dick in your pants, True? That your middle name should be Lie? How is this any of this her fault? Yes, it's her fault for keep taking you back and believing you. That's her fault. Your actions aren't your fault, dude. Like, what the fuck? He's standing up there on the balcony like he's the town prize, declaring his love for Shantae and a whole bunch of other bitches at the same time. He might as well, Then he's like, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what's up now. I'm going to tell you. Bestie's on the phone. Shantae's in the car. She's not getting out of the fucking car. Bestie's on the phone on speaker. And she's like, I want to hear this too. I fucking choke laughed. Okay. And he's, like, I'm going to tell you the truth. Ding, 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 ding. His phone starts ringing. True. Who's calling you? Nobody. Shantae's like, that's it. I'm done. She fucking takes off. She's like, I'm done with him. He went in at 18. He came out at the age of 18. He's acting like a teenager. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to block him, cut him completely from my life. He's not going to be around for the babies. And that's just sad. True. Talking to, he's doing his little confessional thing, talking to production. Admits that, yes, he did cheat on Shantae. He told, as a matter of fact, let me rewind a little bit. He told Shantae that he was having a little something fun, but at least he's using protection. Like, that makes it any fucking better. I was like, no, no. So anyway, he tells production, yeah, I've been cheating on her. Production's like, you want to talk about it? He's like, no, the game should be told, not sold, or whatever the fuck he said. And yeah, the game should be told, not sold. I'm out of house arrest tomorrow. I don't want to be here anymore. Bye. Okay, so now, the last 5 minutes of the episode, we learned that Shantae is no longer expecting. They couldn't find a heartbeat on either of the babies. And that's where they kind of leave it off. Now, Shantae said that once the season was over, she was free to answer whatever questions, we wanted to ask her. So I'm hoping to get them back on for a follow-up interview, because I interviewed them early in the season. So now I want to get them on for a wrap-up interview, since I couldn't get them on tonight, and I believe it's for good reason. Okay, Shante got engaged. Shante and True are engaged. Let me make this bigger for you guys. So yes, he made this whole effort. I'm sure he had some help. Okay, so I just want to show you their the video that she posted. Actually, I want to give her. I want to thank her for sending me these pictures and sending me this little video that I'm going to share with you guys. But as you can see, she says here, just give her a day to enjoy her happiness before you guys come at her. And October 25th is not a wedding day. Okay, it's just a special day. So let me share this with you guys. So congratulations to Shante and True. But listen, True, all I have to say, if you fuck around and you break my girl's heart, you're going to have me to deal with, okay? I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, but like I said, you guys are re-engaged. You were engaged and you decided that you didn't want to do it, okay? That you couldn't take the leap at the moment. So I'm hoping this time better be for fucking real. Just saying. So now moving on, we have Julian and Christine. And who would have thunk it that they would have been one of the normal couples this season? But when we met Christine knocking over Julian and her jaw making all of us dizzy on episode 1 to the season finale, where she is trying to do her stand-up comedy thing. Now, I give it to her. It takes a lot of balls to get up in front of an audience and try to be funny. But I hate to say this, her comedy was more like a testimony, okay? And it was basically what she said in her confessionals. Basically what she told Julian about her crimes and how she committed them. It wasn't jokes. It wasn't like, it was testimony. That's all I could say. She was telling her story at a stand-up comic night. And didn't land well with the audience. You heard crickets, and then she had a heckler. Okay. Julian did show up, by the way. She was worried that he wasn't going to show up, but he did show up. And thank goodness, because there was a heckler in the audience, totally fucked her up. She lost track of what she was saying, and she basically rushed off the stage, ran into the bathroom, okay, sat on the toilet in her clothes, tried to take off her mic, and she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, she was really upset, but you know something? She's going to go for it again. She's going to go for it again. And as we find out in the last 5 minutes of the episode, Julian is still looking for work. Christine is going to try her stand up comedy again. And, you know, the two of them apparently are still together, according to Julian's Facebook. And um, even though they were arrested, well, Julian was a couple of months ago for allegedly shoplifting in a Walmart, and they were shoplifting birthday presents for Christine's kid. I'm hoping that these two will work out for the best. So let's see. They're not returning for the next season of Life After, but hey, who knows? We might see them in the future. So now, finally, like I said, the last 5 minutes was like was the best part of the whole episode. Okay, first of all, Keith has been released. We learned that his release date was projected to be September 24th. Well, yes, he was released. He is reunited with family. And this is fucking great. Okay. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for Tish. And I wish nothing but the best for them. I mean, Tish has waited a long time for her husband to come home. And guess what? He is finally home. So, um, but we learned that Tish and her girls moved into another rental in Iowa, okay? Where we left off last episode, Letitia was explaining to her girls that they had to move because the landlord wasn't holding up their responsibilities, didn't pay the mortgage, the house was being foreclosed on. So it turns out that they did not move out of Iowa. They moved to another rental, and Letitia was arrested on a theft charge. She faces 5 years if convicted, and she's just hoping everything turns out her way. So they are not appearing on the next season of Life After Lockup that is starting next Friday, but they will be appearing on the next season of Life After Lockup. I'm pretty sure. So that's basically all for this episode for the season finale. Like I said, it was kind of kind of flat. I have some random updates I want to share with you guys since I have you here. Puppy, unfortunately, is back in jail. She was arrested again in the beginning of the month. Um, I'm just like, that's all I can say when it comes to Poppy. She's such a sweet, nice, warm-hearted woman with an addiction problem that takes over everything. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I mean, Puppy has an addiction problem, and it just takes over everything else, and it's just really, really sad. Um, Earl is having a baby. Earl, as in Chance. Yes, he got his teenage girlfriend. I'm sorry, she's like 22, 23. She's he got her pregnant. Alyssa. Yeah, that one. The one that he allegedly threw out of a moving car in Indiana. Oh, what was that? Maybe about 6 weeks ago or so. Yeah, that one. That chick is pregnant by Earl, aka Chance. As you can see, she's like the love of my life. I'm so happy. She is 9 weeks and 2 days, which means she was pregnant approximately 6 weeks ago when Chance allegedly threw her out of a moving car in Indiana. But hey, um, I just wish the best for the baby. That's all I can say in this one. I mean, the baby. my thoughts and prayers and best wishes are with the baby. Taylor, on the other hand, she has moved on, okay, and she's living her life happy with her new man. So, yeah, that's all I can say about that. Earl is bringing another child into this world. And I have a Ray and Brittany update. Remember, Ray was arrested for DV. Allegedly, he put hands on Brittany during a altercation that they had at their home. Well, it looks like they worked things out and they're together. Brittany shared a story to her IG story. They were all kissing and lovey-dovey. So I'm assuming everything's all good. Oh, we shall see with the legal updates. Now, before I let you guys go tonight, I just want to say I love you all so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. I always see your comments and looking forward to a new season of Life After Lockup next Friday. Stay tuned. You never know who might pop up as my guest host. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit the like button, share my video with a friend or 10, and please join my membership. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.